Good afternoon, morning. Depends on when I shoot this. Right now it's afternoon, but I'm used to saying morning. Hi guys, this is Chris with CodeChris.com. Thank you for watching, liking, and subscribing. And today we are going to quickly cover a very simple topic. How long do we have to keep supporting Internet Explorer? So IE for a while has kind of been lagging behind, right? And there are sites like this, boom, can I use, right? caniuse.com, where you can go ahead and search any sort of CSS or JS, and you can see what is and what is not supported across all the different browsers. Now I'm going to be honest with you. Really, I am not super concerned about Opera. Most people don't even know what it is. Very few people are still on it as far as I'm concerned. And just, I'm not trying to cater towards Opera, right? Here's what I am thinking is important, okay? Chrome, obviously. Firefox, Edge, yes, Edge is still important. And Internet Explorer 11... I think that one's a little bit more wishy-washy. So the question is how long do we have to keep supporting this thing, right? IE 11 has been holding on by a thread, and I think it's a majority of the time because, well, people don't know how to download another browser, right? But also, you have companies that have that browser set up. It's for security reasons. It integrates into other stuff. Whatever the case is, they have Internet Explorer, and that's just, it is what it is, and you have to deal with that. The question that I have is if we need to keep supporting Internet Explorer for some really cool stuff. Okay, so for example, if you were to go here, and there's a really fancy little ability called masks. Now masks gives you the ability to actually kind of like Photoshop, like put an image on a mask, and then you can kind of mat out that piece, and you can do some really cool effects, right? Like this is a much more about what the future of the internet's going to be involved. Even partial support is useful for some of this cool stuff. Edge, of course, is always going to be lagging behind, I feel like, majority of the time. And of course, Internet Explorer is like not even going to try. So there are a lot of things, and for me, I'm interested in showing you guys some new tutorials about some just really different stuff, right? And some things that you guys can start exploring and start messing with, and just really cool things, right? And the question that I, of course, immediately am stopped with is, well, do I show it how to do it the easy way, the right way, or do I show it how to do the most compatible way? Because those all take varying amounts of effort and are all also varying amounts of actual fun, So here you can see that there's some, some of them, IE and Edge. What else? But there's ways of doing it with SVGs because, across the board, SVGs are well supported now, so that's great. And there's some extra cool effects you can do, and I don't know. The point is, I'm just trying to get across is that since the beginning, choosing what browser to support has always been an issue, right? And it's likely to always be an issue. But it's so annoying, especially because I feel like what this is doing is really holding back the artists. It's really holding back the creativity. It's holding us back from actually being able to choose what we want to build, or rather how we'd want to build it, because the reality is we can build anything, right? There is no limitation. Nothing's impossible, only difficult to do. And the thing is that you can definitely build anything, but there's far more efficient and far more effective ways, and have the ability to have the same user experience or similar across the board, across the different browsers. The only browsers I care about right now are Chrome, Firefox, and Edge, because Edge is important enough. Internet Explorer, I am wondering really hard if it's even worth it, because anybody who's still using Internet Explorer, my thought is, does it even matter? We can just swap it out for a still image instead of something that's animated and cool looking, or I don't know. It's just not gonna look as pretty. It wasn't gonna look as pretty anyways, but now it just won't. I don't know. Safari, of course, needs to be used because we have a bunch of Mac people that use Safari, and actually my laptop's a MacBook, right? So iOS Safari. Let me show you guys what I'm looking at, right? So iOS Safari, Chrome for Android, and okay, Samsung Internet. Yeah, come on, that's not happening. Opera Mini, no. So anyways, the real thing is going to be, like I said, which browsers you select. I am going to prioritize the ability to have some of this really cool stuff exist on the phone, because the reality is that we know more and more traffic is coming from mobile devices. Specifically, I think last I saw it was like a slight majority of the traffic now is coming from mobile devices, which means that you want to make sure that if it's playing on an Android or if it's being displayed on an iPhone or whatever the case is that it's playing back correctly. It's displaying and it's functioning the way it's supposed to function. And that's going to be more and more important moving forward. Internet Explorer is probably going the way of the dinosaur and won't be around very long. And the reality is Edge will take its part as, the dinosaur that, nobody really messes that much with. All I'm trying to get at is I don't want to support Internet Explorer anymore, right? I got into web development later, as opposed to, I know there's been far more craziness with Internet Explorer even before when people had to support even older versions, right? And I could definitely see that, and I've come across just a bunch of random polyfills and just things just get ridiculous really fast. But the point is, I am wondering if I need to support it, and I'm thinking I'm probably not going to, really, because the stuff that I want to present is probably going to be for the newer crowd. It's going to be presented on a platform that is for people who would be interested in more newer things. And once again, even new being just not stuck on Internet Explorer. I'm thinking if there's Internet Explorer and that's the main browser being used, it's mainly because they don't know how to download another browser, which is totally fine, but it's probably not somebody in the audience of what I'm trying to market to or for. So we will go ahead and see how this goes, but nonetheless, it's important to just kind of be aware of what browsers support what. And that website, which you guys can always use to check that stuff out, is called caniuse.com, and it's a great tool for just kind of messing around and exploring and seeing what does and what is not supported and all that stuff, right? And you can start to think ahead of the game, depending on what it is you want to do. So you guys, thank you for watching, liking, and subscribing. And new stuff is going to be coming very soon. I've been sick. I was sick, so but I'm fully recovered now and things are looking good. So with all that being said, any thoughts, questions, or ideas, please let me know, and that will cover it. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.